And we're back with some more data handling. So let's do it. We have got in our second example, and before we get into these, I want to try and just push you a little bit, if that's the end, to get into these questions, ask you some probing questions on each one, not necessarily go through and here we go and this is how you work it out, this is how you work it out, but let's run through how could we get into these and then give it a go. I'm not saying that I'm going to give you the answer, hopefully not. But let's look at something like this. We've got a data set of 20 numbers, and that has a mean of 12.5. And we've got another data set of 30 numbers, and that's got a mean of 9.5. Cool. Calculate the mean of all 50 numbers. Okay, so that should be easy, right? And you know that I'm about to head to a trick of, and not a trick, to head down a road that is not mathematically sound. And the question's going to be, why not? So we've got 12,5, and we just add that to the other one, 9,5. And, well, we're kind of getting a mean of two means, so like an average of two averages. So what do we need to do? Well, let's just take that, divide it by 2. No, hang on. Why can't we just take the mean of the one and the mean of the other and get a mean of the means? I mean, really. Oh, okay. So, again, as always, what kind of thing are you going to say, why can't we do that? And linked to that, how are we going to find out what this, so let's just scrap that and keep our thinking of that it's been scrapped, and we don't need that calculator up at the moment. And what am I thinking? We've got 20 numbers with a mean of 12.5. So what I want you to think about for this one is, if its mean is 12,5, think of a set of 20 numbers, which would have a mean of 12,5. Think of the easiest set of numbers that would definitely have a mean of 12,5. So if you got some sort of set there. Okay, because I've asked you it and you've thought about it, I'm going to give you what I think would be the easiest. 12,5, 12,5, 12,5. This sounds very much like a Beatles song that I'm not a big fan of, number 7 on the White Album. And we could just have that 12,5. If we had 20 12,5s, of course their mean is going to be 12,5. So imagine that you've got 20 of these. So then the same question is of the other data set, which has 30 numbers, which has a mean of 9,5. Okay, so we've got that other data set. Again, we could think of it as 9,5, 9,5, 9,5, etc. 30 times. It could have gone 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9. But the point is, there are 30 of them. So the only one that I want to push you here is to go, and if you've already gone this far, great stuff. If not, hopefully this will push you towards getting there, to ask you, so if we wanted to find the mean of this first data set, we've got 20 12,5s. How would we find the mean if we wanted to find the mean of this set, which had 39,5s? How would we find that mean? So the last question for this is what the original question was. How would we find the mean of all 50 of these numbers? Just a short little description of where you're at on this problem. Okay, that's right. The mean of 6 numbers is 40. A 7th number is added and the new mean is 50. What is the 7th number? Can you think about, so I just want to put a question here so that you can pause and think about this one, and to go, how could you use the thinking that we had above in thinking of what this data set looks like? It's got 6 numbers. We don't know what those 6 numbers are. 4, 5, 6. There they would be. But we do know that there's 6 of them and their mean is 40. And the question is, what would this new number be over here, such that the new mean of this whole thing, no, that doesn't make sense. The new mean would be 50. So if it was 40 just for all of these 6 numbers, that mean was 40. I'm just trying to push you to think of that data set as 6 numbers and then 7 numbers, and thinking how you would have calculated the mean of that data set. Hint. Oh, no hints. No, we've got enough hints. Okay, next one. 3 chommies have just worked out the mean amount of money they have between them. Cool. This mean amount goes up by 10 rand. I'm just sorry. Not sorry. I love sharing little tidbits. And this one is, I remembered when I was working in another organization, friends saying, well, the new notes came out with Madibas on them. So they said, well, surely 10 rand is, if Madiba, Idiba, is that? I don't know. So 10 rand. And of course, most of you are sitting over the border. So here we go. This is the South Africanisms for you. So we've got 3 friends, 3 chommies, 3 friends, mates, pals, are worked out the mean amount of money they have between them. So remember this idea of there are 3 people to start with, and their mean is whatever it is. Now, if we don't know what something is, what's a useful thing to do? Well, figure it out. There's one thing definitely, and maybe use a variable of some kind. So maybe if we don't know something, that mean we could maybe call it x. So if the mean value is x, in other words, they've kind of each got x, or this person's got x plus 10 and this one's got x minus 10. Doesn't really matter. The point is that their mean is x, so kind of on average, each person has x. Then that's what we're sitting up to this stage. The mean amount goes, so that's kind of this, but underlined is that part of the story. The mean goes up by 10 rand when a 4th friend who has 120 rand joins them. So maybe think about the second part. Let's go here. So now when you've got those 3 friends over there, 1, 2, 3, and they each kind of had x, or that was what their mean was, when the next person joins in. So the 4th person joins. This person we know has got 120. Okay, I feel like I'm leading you down one way of doing it, and I don't want to just think about one way, but maybe visualizing it in this way for me would help, because I'm already thinking, well, that's like x, 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 and the mean's gone up by 10, so we know that in this new scenario, we've got the mean is x plus 10. There's something maybe to work with. I don't know. What do you think of that picture way of looking at it? Okay, let's keep cracking on with our last example and just see how we might do it. Find a set of 5 numbers for which the mean is 8, the median is 6, and the mode is 5. Why is it a terrible idea to just keep trying lots and lots of different numbers, like going, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, that doesn't seem to work. Let's try another one. Why is that a terrible idea? Okay, it's a terrible idea because it could take quite a while. It's not that terrible because maybe it is an easy solution that just jumps out. But in this case, I can't see it jumping out. Let's just run through for the last time. The mean is 8. What does the mean mean? The mean mean. Okay. Okay, so what does the mean mean? We've got something there. The median is 6. How would you describe the median? And finally, the mode is 5. So what's important about the mode of a data set? Okay, so you're going to use all of those 3 ideas of the mean being 8, the median 6, the mode 5. Maybe the mode being 5 is a useful way to start. You know that they're 5 numbers, so You've got your 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're your 5 numbers. You know that the mode means something. The mean. Okay. I haven't given you too many clues or hints on how to do that one, except to think what each of those 3 things mean, and with a bit of luck, it will help you there. I mean, the median's a pretty good one here in this set as well. Okay, that's enough of that. Back into the classroom. Are you ready to go?